Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Now, some of you might remember me. I put up a video last year talking about how I reverted to Islam, and I put up a couple of other videos that talked about kind of my transition and my journey into Islam and some of the things I was going through. To give you a bit of background, I wasn't religious before I became a Muslim. My family are not religious, and I really always knew deep down that I was a Muslim. I always knew that I was Islam, but I didn't really quite know how to get there. So before I start going into all of that, for the people that do remember me and do remember the videos that I put up, I decided that I was reverting to Islam, and then I took my shahada, mashallah. But then it became so overwhelming that I literally, I didn't go mad, but I just could not deal with it. It was so much to remember, so much to take in. I was being told this, that. I was getting a lot of abuse on my videos, not from brothers and sisters, of course, but from white British people, mainly, that I could tell. I was also getting hate mail and abuse from old friends. I was unfortunately attacked in my local supermarket. Well, it's a centre, it's a shopping centre, in the toilets, verbally and mentally. It was getting very difficult for me. And at that time, because I was such a new Muslim, I didn't realise that this is Allah's way of testing the people that he loves and the people that he wills, inshallah. But I just kind of couldn't deal with it. And it wasn't that I left Allah or anything. It was just that I couldn't deal with it. And so I kind of went off and I secluded myself, and I didn't go to the centre where I go and pray normally and things. And I just couldn't deal. And these are the things that, as a revert, you are not told, really. You're not told. And I felt alone and I felt sad, and some of the sisters did keep messaging me and did keep trying to get to me, and I just blocked them on WhatsApp and everything because I just couldn't deal. I could not deal, and that's the truth of the matter. So I just kind of went on doing my own thing. I was afraid to wear my hijab. I was afraid to go out with my son in hijab in case someone attacked me or abused me. And then, because when I first became a Muslim, I had a sign. And I'm not going to go into that one now. I'll go into that on a next video because it's really lengthy. But what happened is, so I kind of almost strayed away from Islam, which is bad. Allah forgive me, it's bad. But I think Allah knows, I hope Allah knows, and, you know, inshallah, my intentions were always good and pure. And I strayed away, and then I just started to get really depressed and down and not really knowing who I was anymore or what I was doing, and I felt lost. Obviously, I just felt empty, which is what happens when you don't put your trust in Allah. And I started to get more and more lost, more and more into the deep. And one night I just laid in bed and started praying again, and I said to Allah, please just give me a sign. If it's all as it is and what I believe it is, if you can help me get back to Islam, please just give me a sign. And in true Allah style, I got my sign the very next day. So I know people say that you might, because you're looking for a sign, then you get it. But I don't believe that's true, because nothing just happens like that. So the next day I was having a manicure. I have bad nails, and I bite my nails a lot. So I had a manicure, and this lady, I'd never been to her before. She's not my normal lady that I get a manicure with. I found her online and I went to her house, and it's in the UK, it's Christmas. and most houses have decorations up, or at least cards on the windowsill. And I went to this lady's house for a manicure, and I got to her house and I thought, there's no Christmas tree, there's not even a card on the shelf, which is kind of strange, I'd say, especially like where I live. I don't live in a Muslim area. I live in a very white British area at the moment, and I stick out like a sore thumb, but that's a whole other thing we'll talk about. But I don't mind, because I love Allah, and that's all that matters. It's the relationship between me and Allah. But yeah, so sorry, I'm laughing because I wrote some poetry about this, and it just makes me giggle because when I said before, when I was being abused, people used to shout to me that I'm a jihadi, and I was like, I don't think you really know what that means. But anyway, so anyway, by and by, I went to this lady's house, and I said to her, just out of curiosity, I said, what? Because I thought she might be Muslim. I said, well, you don't have a Christmas tree or anything? She said, oh, no, we don't celebrate Christmas. I was like, okay, some people just don't celebrate Christmas because it is a satanic festival. Well, it's pagan for sure. In my knowledge, I'm just saying what I believe it is. I might be wrong. Correct me if I am. And I was like, oh, okay.